Hello folks, today is September 30th, 2016. As always, my name is Jake Baldino, here to talk about some video game stuff that happened this week. But first things first, I gotta remind you guys again, our giveaway that we always do, we're doing it for consoles now. All you have to do, there's a link below, you click it to sign up, you enter once, you're entered forever, and then every single week I go in and randomly choose any winner to win a free console of their choice, PS4 or Xbox One. So check it out down there, but let's get started off with what is going on this week. Starting off on a lighter note, EA has revealed a trailer for Battlefield 1's single-player campaign, which is really good because I've been asking so many questions about the campaign, we haven't seen any of it, and now at least we finally get a glimpse of it. It's not much, but it does look interesting. I know Battlefield games have not really had great campaigns in the past. I think Battlefield 3 had some moments of goodness. But honestly, I hate to be that guy, I am kind of hyped for this game. Speaking of hype, Michel Ancel actually revealed some concept art from Beyond Good and Evil 2 again? Is this still a thing? I cannot believe this, that we're still hearing about this game after so many years of it initially being teased. But hey, it's good to keep the dream alive, right? We never thought we'd see a Shenmue 3, and here we are. But like it seems to be pretty often, and Nintendo NX rumors are heating up again. This time, it's a Foxconn employee who apparently has a semi-official account. Foxconn, for those of you that don't know, is a Chinese manufacturer of technology and components like the iPhone most notably. And he had a lot of things and details about the technical specs behind the NX that I thought were very interesting, but ultimately they do actually kind of shake up with what the other rumors have been so far. He verified that it is in fact a console hybrid. It's detachable. There's the console, then there's like a performance module base that you put it in. It has a hard drive and a cartridge slot. What wasn't clear, but he did provide options of what the chipset would actually be. It would either be Pascal from Nvidia or an AMD R9. The handheld aspect of it is a 6-inch 720p screen, which is alright, I guess. But you can get console level graphics on it with something similar to like Remote Play or Nvidia Shield streaming. He even sketched out diagrams and stuff, but still said that at the end of the day, the graphical power would not keep up with the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, which I think is the most interesting thing, because of course this is all rumor and conjecture. We don't know if any of this is true, but it does seem to be shaping up like a likely thing. There's also been more rumors floating around about the release date, something like March 2017, and I'm going to bet my money on that. I would say expect March 2017, but that's just my guess. And it looks like in the near future we're getting PlayStation games on mobile, like iOS and Android. That sounds really exciting, but honestly, when you read into it, what the news really is basically PlayStation is going for something like what Nintendo is now doing. They're pursuing people to make games with their properties to put out on mobile, like Miitomo, Super Mario Run coming soon. PlayStation is working with a third-party company, ForwardWorks, and they're now allowed to use their intellectual property to create mobile games around a mobile platform. We've already seen it a little bit here and there, but not like through Sony, but Uncharted got an endless runner, and it was awful garbage. But there is potential for some cool shit here. I wonder what we could get. I mean, from like mobile PlayStation games, I feel like we get like a Last of Us card battler.
Oh, Last of Us Kart Racer.
Last of Us Kart Racer on mobile? Yeah, I could play that.
Crash Bandicoot Dating Sim.
Yo, what you know about that Cyberpunk 2077?
Not a whole lot.
It's going to be open world. Did you know that?
I did.
It's also maybe going to be shared multiplayer universe. Did you know that? CD Projekt Red has said publicly that they want this new Cyberpunk 2077 game to be way better than The Witcher 3. Which is cool. They've applied for a Polish development grant, citing that they wanted to create an ambitious, seamless, multiplayer connected world. Basically, the way they outlined it is like new special AI design that makes for a real seamless living world with multiplayer interconnecting. And I think that's really cool. There's been a lot of things popping up here and there from CD Projekt Red. Not only this, but they've also hired a vehicle designer, a vehicle gameplay designer, meaning maybe the game is going to have cool flying cars and robot motorcycles or something. My imagination's running wild with this game. I mean, that's obvious. I'm sure it's like that for a lot of you guys. But overall, I don't think we're going to see this game for a very long time, seeing how ambitious it is. And you know what? I'm willing to wait. It seems like we're talking a lot about like rumors and stuff like that this week. And here's another one. Got a hot one for you. Destiny 2. Now, before you go and say it with me, guys. It's like a catchphrase now. Do people still play Destiny? Yeah. Tom, you still play Destiny?
Hell yeah.
Andrew, you still play Destiny?
What?
Do you still play Destiny?
Yeah.
I don't. But hey, there's two people. The newest, hottest rumor is that Destiny 2 is once again confirmed to really be a thing. Not only is Bungie hard at work on it, but they're also apparently collaborating with High Moon Studios and Vicarious Visions to get this thing done. It's going to be next-gen console only, meaning, you know, they're finally leaving behind PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in the dust, but it's also apparently going to be releasing on PC, which excites me and a lot of people quite a bit. These rumors were reported by Jason Schreier of Kotaku, who some people really hate, but honestly, with these types of things, he seems to get a lot lot of things right. I think the biggest thing that is still up in the air that the rumors and reporting couldn't really get a grip on is whether or not we're going to be starting over with a new character, or the character that people grinded and worked so hard with in Destiny 1, if it's just going to be left in the dust. I feel like some people are going to be okay with that, and some people are not going to be happy with that, because if you think about it, like, what's the point of playing the game? You know, like, just kind of like, it's almost like having a World of Warcraft character, but when the next expansion comes out, you just completely lose that character and have to start over, you know? But then again, on the flip side, apparently this Destiny 2 is going to be a whole different game, almost like what they were trying to do with the first one, but fully realized. I probably spent way too much time talking about Destiny, so let's talk about something stupid. Look at this dumb thing I saw. Look at these people playing Wii Sports tennis. I feel like they must have been on cocaine while doing that. And speaking of other dumb things, somebody has cracked a new exploit in Super Mario 64 speedrunning, and it has actually shaved off 40 seconds from the record speedrunning time through finding this new exploit early in the game in the water by the river. There's a gate. People have known about this exploit for a while, but nobody could just pull it off. And finally, someone has pulled it off, and it was captured on video. And it's insane. These speedruns are insane because they're just breaking the game, and I love it. There's a link below to check it out and watch it. You guys know everything I talk about is linked down below. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is something that we're all really excited about here. The Doom soundtrack is now like officially available through like iTunes. You can stream it on Spotify and stuff like that, instead of just being one long clip on YouTube. It's got a real release now, and the downloads are high quality, and the guy Mick Gordon, who made the music for the new Doom, it's just really, really great, and it's really fun to listen to. Even if you're not really into that type of music, I'm sure if you play Doom, you know the music fucking kicks ass. Ultimately, it was only a matter of time, but it looks like No Man's Sky is in a little bit of trouble. The Advertising Standards Authority confirmed and announced that they are looking into No Man's Sky and basically how it was marketed. The investigation is real and ongoing, and they conducted it after hearing actual complaints. And basically what it really centers around is the store's Steam page, believe it or not, which is believed to just have really misleading assets within it. It's a controversial game, of course, but this advertising authority actually believes that there is some evidence of the game being completely misleading. It's a controversial game, of course, but this advertising authority has reasons to believe that the game was misleadingly represented. The ASA said that they did contact Hello Games and Steam for cooperation, and I think the takeaway here, one thing you need to know, is that this ASA organization is actually kind of a big deal. They do have the authority to basically revoke advertising privileges and take away advertisements if they rule them to be misleading. And they are saying there's a bunch of stuff with No Man's Sky, from the way the AI is to screenshots showing off the graphical quality that is completely different. They say that they have grounds for looking into this, so I think this is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. So I'll keep you guys updated on this story. Also, we got a very interesting quote from somebody inside Ubisoft who said that possibly Ubisoft won't be releasing a new Far Cry game or a new Assassin's Creed game in 2017. You know, last year it was confirmed that in 2016 there wouldn't be a new Assassin's Creed game because they're going back to formula. They want to take their time and make a whole new good Assassin's Creed game, hopefully. But Ubisoft's VP of editorial had a very interesting quote that sounded very, honestly, real. He said, and I quote, "I'll tell you what, we believe an alpha for these games needs to be 1 year before release. We're trying to achieve that. That's super fucking blunt, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. So if this means biting the bullet and not having an Assassin's Creed or a Far Cry game in 2017, fuck it." I mean, that's as real a quote as you can get, considering the guy's saying profanity. And you know what? As much as I do want to jump back into an Assassin's Creed game again, I'm willing to wait. You know, make it really good. You know, go back to the drawing board. Also, hello, that Portal movie, do you remember, I believe it was like in 2013 or 2014, Bad Robot and J.J. Abrams announced that they were working on it in conjunction with Valve. Well, it's popped up in the news again, with J.J. Abrams speaking on record, talking about how he expects a real announcement to come very soon for a Portal movie. He wouldn't go into any more details than that, but I also feel like that's not something he would speak about and say expect it soon, you know, without actually having some faith behind the project. He said he has a meeting coming up with Valve next week, and that's exciting. That sounds like it's really happening. I hope it is, because it seems like there's so much that you can do with Half-Life and with Portal and just the whole Valve thing, you know, back when they used to make games. So I seriously hope for the best for that, because I still, you know, as much as they just keep failing, I have faith in video game movies. Please, I want one to be good. Yo, but remember that console giveaway I was talking about in the beginning? Well, we got to announce the winner. The winner this week is... Congratulations! You won an Xbox One or a PS4 of your choice. Check your email, I'll be hitting you up. But now for the bread and butter though, what do you guys think about the stuff going on this week? Because there's quite a lot to grasp, especially considering Sony doing mobile games that I really hope aren't shitty. What kind of games from Sony would you want to see on mobile? You know, you want like Jak and Daxter, you want Crash Bandicoot, you want The Last of Us or Uncharted? Let's talk about it. Also, Destiny 2, what is the fucking deal? Look, if you were turned off by Destiny, do you think if Destiny 2 kind of tries to rewrite the whole thing, will you give it another shot. And because, you know, we always talk about it and it is interesting to talk about, how do you feel about No Man's Sky? Seriously, do you think this is something that should turn into class action lawsuit territory? Should this be as big of a deal as the ASA may make it to be? Let's talk about any of that stuff down in the comments. You know, I'll be there. I'll also be on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jake Baldino as well if you want to talk over there. Last week, I went to the Tulsa... What the fuck is that?
I was trying to see if I could break you.
Oh my god! What is that? Why would you show me that while we're filming? Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was there last week for the XPO game convention. It was awesome because Oklahoma doesn't really have any video game conventions like that. So if you saw me and you said hi, it was awesome to meet you, and I can't wait to see you again next year. Guys, you know the deal. Clicking the like button helps us out a ton, and we really appreciate every single time you do. It really helps us show out, and it's fun. Subscribing if you're new, that was a good idea because we put out videos every single day. But as always, I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Pizza's on me.
I just searched sexy Shrek.
That's what you searched? Why did you search Shrek? You should be working right now. You're Googling sexy Shrek. Fucking Tom.